You have a problem. Well, not exactly a problem, it's more of a good news, bad news type situation. The good news is, at this moment in time, you aren't dead. The bad news is that won't be true forever. That's part of what it means to be human. Unfortunately, you live for a while and then eventually you stop. There's nothing you can do about it, although many have tried and failed. But the real question to ask is this: what happens after you die? Because death is certain, there's no doubt about it. You are going to die just like the billions who have died before you. No one's arguing that point. So the only logical question that follows is, what happens next? It's not a new question. People have been asking it for thousands of years, and answering it in 1,000 different ways. Some will tell you that after death, the soul leaves the body and enters a new one, beginning a new life as a cow, or a bird, or even a flower. Others insist that you, as a soul, are taken to a place of final judgment, and there you are either rewarded or punished based on the life you've lived. And then there are people who will tell you, no, this life is all you get, and when it's over, end of story. So, who's right? And how can you be sure if it's just a matter of opinion? We could sit here all day and make guesses. Maybe we'll be reincarnated. Maybe we'll go to heaven or hell. Maybe nothing happens at all. Who knows? I've never been dead before and neither have you. Which means, in a sense, every guess has just as much weight as the next one. But thankfully, it isn't just a matter of human opinion, and we don't have to guess. God gives us the answers and the pages of the Bible. Who's better equipped to explain life after death in the God who created both life and death? I'm sure by now you've noticed the number to my right. I'm sure you've also noticed that it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. There's a reason. That's the number of people who have died since you started watching this video. Sunsettling. Isn't it? Every second that ticks by means more lives lost, and these aren't just numbers. They're real men and women and children, their fathers and mothers, sons and daughters, people of every race and creed, and now they're gone. Right now, today, in this moment, you're not one of those numbers. But someday you will be. Then what do you know for sure? Are you sure? More importantly, are you willing to bet your life on it? When God teaches us about death, He teaches us about hope too. He tells us that death isn't the end of the story. It's not a revolving door of reincarnations, and it isn't the gateway to an eternal judgment that sentences millions and billions of non-believers to some kind of never-ending torment. There is hope after death, because God has a plan for you. God has a plan for your friends. God has a plan for your family and for the entire world. And that plan is bigger and deeper and grander than anything that the human race can dream up. Over the course of the next few videos, we're going to take a closer look at the biblical truth about the soul, about heaven and hell, in the true fate of everyone who's ever died. That number's still climbing, isn't it? It's not going to stop anytime soon. But here's the thing, not one of those lives is forgotten before God. Every single number you're seeing here was born with the potential to become part of something absolutely incredible, and so were you. God created you with a purpose and death. Isn't it? Let's take a look at what really happens when you die, and more importantly, what happens after. So, see you in the next video.